Good, fantastic. Let me just expand this video. Good, you could see me much better. Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm so very excited. Let me see if I can just change and fix my setup here a little bit more so that you're seeing less of this and more of this. Oh, wait, I think I've got it. Good. Okay, it's a little bit challenging. Hello, because I've got YouTube set up over here. Fantastic. Wait. Oh, now we're getting there. Oh, yes, definitely. That sounds amazing. Okay, just getting set up. Thank you for your patience, everyone. As you can see, I have my phone over here, and then I have my computer over here. Hello, welcome. And I'll be looking back and forth, I'm sure, in a very silly way between both of these different viewpoints. Welcome to the listening party for my most recent album, which is named Boomerang the Rectifier. Yes, I'm incredibly pleased and excited to be sharing this music with you. It is some of what I have written over the past year since I last released, actually, no, let me rewind for a moment. Just about a year ago, I released Attempted Eradication of a Light Entity. Then I wrote like 150 songs, and out of that 150 songs, I chose 10 of my favorites that really work well together, and that became Meta Liberation. So I released that maybe 2 months ago, but as you can tell, I'm extremely prolific, and so now my super playlist has about 175 songs or so on it, and Boomerang is, again, some of my favorites taken out of everything that I've written over the past year. So I guess the easiest way for me to be able to say this is I write music almost every day. It's a big part of just my life and who I am and the way that I do my daily everything. Hi, Juan. Beautiful to see you. I hope that I'm pronouncing your name correctly, like as I'm looking at the phone and squinting really small to be able to see it. So I've got Facebook over here, YouTube over here. Welcome, Boomerang Listening Party. Why do I call this album Boomerang? So first of all, it's, taken from, like I said, the many songs that I wrote over the past year. I was living, just getting rid of some notifications here. Oh, now I can see things much better. Okay, much better, great. I was living in San Diego. I was far from here, which is Ojai, and really wanting to come back here. This is where I was before my many experiences over the past year. And I moved back here maybe 2 months ago, not quite a full 2 months ago. So I'm very excited to be back. I feel like Ojai is my home, and the idea is Boomerang, like, what, returning back, something that you send out that returns back. And also more of a metaphoric sharing, the idea of the cosmic law, what you send out comes back to you. So Boomerang, of course, Boomerang, as I looked it up, is a name for album that another band, actually a Norwegian band, is named Aurora, and they did an album already called Boomerang. So I recognized that I had to signify mine to be a little bit different than that. So my album is technically called Boomerang the Rectifier, and actually I initially wanted to just call it The Rectifier, and I hadn't really thought that I was going to call it Boomerang. One particular song on here, that is song I think number 3. Let me just check to make sure on my album. Sorry, on the Bandcamp over here. Song number 4, sorry, because I do know my music, but I literally just added a new song to be song number 1 before I get going on this, and that's what I want to talk with you a little bit about before I get going on the actual songs. And let me also drink some of my beautiful structured water, as usual, drinking my wonderful structured mineralized water. So hello everybody, thank you so much for being with me. Boomerang was meant to be the rectifier, which contains some of my favorite songs that I would consider to be really strong songs about like dancing, empowerment, uplift, triumphing over adversity, and being able to become everything that you had envisioned and wanted to be. And so, okay, I write many songs. I had already, by last night, decided on what I was going to put on this particular album. I had those songs all set aside and titled. And then in Facebook, the memory came up that was the listening party that I did literally 2 years ago for Birth of the Flying Rainbow Lasagna. And I rewatched that listening party, And it was so wonderful, such a beautiful time capsule, such a beautiful time capsule of like what I was feeling in that time, my complete enthusiasm for that album, which remains. It's a really, really good album. So if anyone who's watching this is new, and also I'll do my customary ask, please share, share, share. Share my video. So I'm live right now. Oh, and let me also see what people are saying over here. Amanda Redmond, that might be Marie Redmond. So great to see you, and thank you so much. And I'm clicking on this thing. Okay, don't know. I'm sorry. Don't mean to be looking at things and then making my thing because I'm not paying attention to you. Just wanted to say conscious emanations. Thank you, blessings received and blessings back, because I have to touch a little thing to be able to read what people are saying over here. Joyce, greetings back. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so this is a relatively impromptu sharing listening party for something that I literally just released this morning. Yes, it is on Bandcamp because the releases that go through my distribution service and go out to iTunes and Spotify and Apple Music and everything take a couple of weeks. So expect to find, sorry if I'm making funny faces while I squint at my screen. Expect to find Boomerang the Rectifier on all of the major streaming platforms. Can't even talk tonight. Major streaming platforms going on too. And let me, because I'm trying to do too many things. This is Wen Deli Wave. I hope I'm not mangling your name, but thank you so much. Says much love, Aurora. Melena Lam. I'm sorry if I didn't say it just right, but love received. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I'm truly so happy to connect with you and share this music. So, you know, flapping with my moving mouth parts, like this is one way that I talk and share things, and I definitely have my intellectual class. Playing music, let me just put down my little drink over here. But over here I have my wonderful wheatgrass juice. Playing music with my hands is really a huge way that I communicate with other people. So back to my little story. So, and then I'll actually share some music because this is a listening party. And apologies if you guys hear any dog barking in the background. Yes, share my video while I'm live. And I will be, of course, certain to include the Bandcamp link where you can listen to everything yourself. And then also an opportunity to buy. And why did I release it today? Because this is what is known as Bandcamp Friday, when on Fridays, selected dates when Bandcamp waives their aspect of the revenue, and then they allow 100% of the proceeds on that day to go to the artists. So if you are thinking of buying my music, if you're thinking of supporting me in that way, first of all, thank you. And then second of all, today is the perfect day to do it. And it's not the end of the day yet where I am West Coast time. It's just a little bit after 8 p.m. here. So you still have a couple of hours if you wanted to either buy my album on Bandcamp, or I have my whole discography on Bandcamp. Except for, I just realized this, Divine Propulsion Systems 1 and 2. So those are the two of the earliest things that I released. And everything else that I've done since then is out there on Bandcamp, which is a wonderful service. Like, I'm definitely pro Bandcamp, as I was 2 years ago. So back to my little anecdote. I had set up everything. I'd done the album cover art for what I was going to do for this particular album, Boomerang. And then I rewatched my listening party from Birth of the Flying Rainbow Lasagna, which is still a kick-ass album that has an album cover that looks literally just like that painting there, which is called Birth of the Flying Rainbow Lasagna, and it's all about the ascension events that we are experiencing right now in our DNA and in our energy fields and on our planet. And I loved some of the things that I said in that intro. I loved the whole energy of the piece. I loved everything, like I said, time capsule of that snapshot of my life at that point, and total joyfulness in my music. And so what I did was I took some samples of my voice talking about that album from 2 years ago, and that is what has become now the intro for Boomerang, which is called a song that I have that is called Sonic Shield. I am gonna turn it up. We are just gonna play Sonic Shield. This is a listening party. Hold on a second, and let me just see. Oh, it's good. So I've got people tuned in. Please, if you are tuned in right now, share. Happy Friday night. Let's have some fun. Share my music. Let me get going with this. And also, let me make sure all of my microphones are turned up as much as they can. Like, I've got my phone over here. Phone is up, microphone is up over here. I know I've been talking for 10 minutes, but this is worth it. This is a song that is the first song on the album called Boomerang the Rectifier. It's called Sonic Shield. It says a lot. Oh, hold on one moment. Hold on. Sorry, I faked you out. Terrible at doing a live video. Oh, because what's the problem? I just need to turn on my audio source. Sorry, guys. And I know there's a lot of barking downstairs. Sorry. That's not my dog. That's someone else's dog. Yeah, I hope it's really not too distressing for you to hear. Okay, let's try it again with my music going here, with the proper thing on. Oh my goodness. Can they please stop barking down there? Hold on a second. Let's start from the beginning properly. The song is called Sonic Shield. Sonic Shield. Sonic Shield. Sonic Shield. This is the, what I say, like the rectification, like this is the, what I say, like the rectification, like this is Sonic Shield. Like, protect this Sonic Shield. Like, protect this Sonic Shield. Like, protect this Sonic Shield. Sonic Shield. Sonic Shield. Sonic Shield. Along with fighting war, it's not like that. I'm a peaceful, international visitor. I'm a peaceful, international visitor. International visitor. International visitor. International visitor. International visitor. Peaceful, 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 peaceful. I'm a peaceful, international visitor. This is the, what I say, like the rectification, like this is the, what I say, like the rectification, like this is the, what I say, like the rectification, like this is the, what I say, like the rectification, like this is a weapon to fight a war. It's not like that. A weapon to fight a war. It's not like that. A weapon to fight a war. It's not like that. A weapon to fight a war. It's not like that. Music is frequency. This is the, what I say, like the rectification, like this is the, what I say, like the rectification, like this is the rectification, 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 it's not like that. Two million dollars. $2 million. $2 million. $2 million. A weapon to fight a war? It's not like that. A weapon to fight a war? It's not like that. A weapon to fight a war? It's not like that. A weapon to fight a war? It's not like that. Time, you're in a frequency war. Time, you're in a frequency war. Music is frequency. It's meant to be frequency free. A weapon to fight a war? It's not like that. A weapon to fight a war? It's not like that. A weapon to fight a war? It's not like that. A weapon to fight a war? It's not like that. It's meant to be frequency free. It's meant to be a divine nourishment that makes you feel more truly yourself and brings you to your greatness. A weapon to fight a war? It's not like that. It's meant to be frequency food. It's that makes you feel more truly yourself and brings you to your greatness. Thank you. That's actually the first time a lot of people are going to be hearing that because I don't have it up on SoundCloud. I don't have it up. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Joyce, and a few other people made such beautiful comments here. Conscious emanation. Thank you, Nation. Thank you, Ankovich. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Jeremy says, I love the integration of the oratory downloads. Wow. Oh, I need to hear the bass though. Yeah, you know something? So, okay, so right now what I've got is I have my really excellent studio monitors that are on, and on Facebook you're hearing me condensed through a Yeti mic, so it's going to be mono, and then also here over here you've got I'm on your phone. You're on my phone, we are on a phone that is coming through, probably not the best speaker, best microphone. It's condensing everything down. So please just understand that these are tidbits of me sharing with you. You can find the album on Bandcamp. I will include links, of course, here in the live video, and if you find this video afterwards. Yeah, and Jeremy says you're on my phone too. So it's like a big shrinking down of the sound, but if you can, go to my Bandcamp. You can listen before you buy, and you can put in your headphones and you can turn it up as much as you need to in order to get like the bubble of sound all around your head. Let me see this person name. Acta Valor says, beautiful visuals with eyes closed. Reminds me of in between time spaces. Great description. Thank you so much. And that's everything that I write for. So thank you for connecting with my music in that way, truly. And wait, one more. Let me read one more. When Delawave says, I just followed you on Spotify. Thank you for the Ascension tools. You're so welcome. And Conscious Emanation says, was that light encoded? Yes, yes, yes. So thank you so much for recognizing this in the work that I do. All of the music that I make, you would be considered to be Ascension tools, light encoded, would be considered to be, although I like to make my stuff rocking and danceable and definitely palatable as music, all of the music that I make is meant intentionally to be an otherworldly, either a homing beacon, something that helps you to get into that higher dimensional state, something that gives you the energy to make the leap from one level of consciousness into the next level of consciousness, or make that like the electron leap, like from one shell of excitation into the next shell of excitation. It's meant to energize you and bring you forward into expanded freedom states. And that's what I do with them for myself. So almost every morning, here's my morning, and we'll play more music, I promise. I get up in the morning and I make my coffee, and it's decaf coffee, and I put superfood smoothie and wheatgrass and good stuff into my coffee. And then I come up here and I turn on all of my equipment and all of my everything. Sometimes I turn on my music even while I'm making coffee. And then I get going on making a new song. And as I'm drinking my coffee and waking up, and the sun is coming in through the window over there, and everything is, you know, like waking up and feeling fantastic, then I also feel like I want to start to get moving. And I'll tilt down a little bit. I don't know if you can see back here, but I have like my exercise mat and all of my exercise equipment and all my good stuff. And I get going with all of my exercises, and I get going with all of my dancing. And basically that music generates the energy that I have for each day. And some days are crap days, believe me. And then sometimes it might be a slow, sad song or something that's just not that upbeat or peppy. And some days are super awesome, you know, energized, fun, happy days. And so I have lots and lots of different types of songs. That's what goes on my master playlist. And I share that with a couple of select like deeply held friends that you know, they are beyond super fans. They are very, very close friends that literally listen to every single thing that I write every day and are really tuned in. And I've been doing that level of sharing since February. Yeah, absolutely. Like I really connect from the heart, from my beyond word, my space internally, beyond words of what I have to say and what I have to share, literally sharing everything of what I'm feeling and experiencing and going through. And then I also share that as a subscribership on Bandcamp, but I don't have everything up on Bandcamp. But if you go to my profile page there, whatever, you can put in Bandcamp Flying Rainbow Lasagna and you will find me. You will find the subscription option, and it's like $25 a month, and what you get is this current album, and then you also get Meta Liberation, which is what I just released, and then also more than 50 of these unreleased songs that are just what I write every day, and they're not perfectly edited. And so that's what I wanted to tell you about. So a lot of my songs don't have titles when you see them there. They might be named like 3/31/22. It means I wrote them on March 31st, 2022, because I write so much music, I don't always come up with the title for it in the day. So when you go and you find this album, which is called Boomerang the Rectifier, and you look at it, I'm just going to scroll to that page so that I'm looking at it properly. Like song number 1 is just called Sonic Shield, but all of the rest of them, like Under Extreme Duress, I'm squinting so that I can read this for you, is 3/17/22/2, and then 72 in parentheses, because it was number 72 on the master playlist. So that, and I did that because for some people listen to the master playlist all the time, and they're like, song 72, that's my favorite favorite song. So if I released an album, I want them to be able to know, yes, song 72 is on this particular album. Come find it. This is where you'll find some of your favorite music. So yeah, and so you'll also see like my songs are not all chronological as I'm putting them on the album here. I didn't necessarily write one chunk of material that then I chopped out and said this is going to be this album called Boomerang, because again, some days are really strong days and some days are days that are like peaceful or introspective, or sometimes some days are whatever, just the range of human emotions, the range of emotions of challenges that I experience as a person being here, even as I'm a visitor. So back to being light encoded and ascension tools. So it's my personal feeling state and also so much more, because every morning I'm connecting with Aurora. You would call it my otherworldly collective, my perspective of being itself outside of time, space, and consciousness. And that's what a lot of the melody lines are, that it's really like a conversation with myself in the future. So the melody lines, you'll hear them in my music sometimes as a really strong synthesizer. We'll play some of that synth music, sometimes as a guitar, sometimes as a piano, sometimes as flutes. So I do a lot of percussion, a lot of samples, creating these kind of repetitive sound textures, and sometimes digital weird noises that might sound like outer space lasers or other things like that, or Wookiees, or other strange textural samples. And then I also add to that beautiful overlays of sometimes it's flutes, a couple of times it's been trumpets, most of the time piano, guitar, and sometimes really awesome synthesizer. This next song is a song, so yes, very light encoded, very beyond. I don't use a lot of words, although sometimes I do use like a soaring kind of vocal technique in there. A lot of what I'm saying and trying to express for me is beyond words. That a lot of it is about things that I find very challenging to put into articulation, and also my job as a walk-in, job joy, my purpose and mission being here as a walk-in is part of this capacity to share beyond earthly levels of communication, beyond language, and go beyond levels of distortion that might be going on. Yeah, I want to play this next song. It's got some strong synthesizer in it, but I also wanted to show you, wait, I'm just holding this up. This is my brand new hard drive. Why do I get excited about a brand new hard drive? Like, I'm not a silly person at all, because literally I have another hard drive just like this that is full, because I wrote so much music that I put all my music files on there over the past year. I wrote so much music, I filled up my hard drive. I had to just this week get a new hard drive. That is how much music I make. I'm made of music. Music is always flowing through me. Music is the gas in my car that makes me go interdimensionally and as a vibrating waveform. So I love to share it with people. I truly love to share this. It's a connection to something elsewhere, elsewhen. It's another way of experiencing, and it's so powerful. So this one is a really strong dance song. And when I say dance, I'm talking about Flying Rainbow Lasagna. So not necessarily like Sonic Shield was kind of something that I did like with a fun dance beat behind it. But a lot of this stuff I do for my own inspiration for my Flying Rainbow Lasagna dance, which I consider to be a sacred type of dance. That is a dance that, again, arises from inside and is not necessarily for external viewers, but is for the experience of the inner experience of the person doing it. And this song is really like, I'm just gonna play, I don't know if I'll play the whole thing, but it's strong, it's powerful, it's searing. The sounds that I use, like they cut right through you like a laser, and all of that is on purpose. And I used a Rolly Seaboard, it's a wonderful instrument, and it broke for me. I'm having software upgrade issues, so hoping to get that resolved. But a lot of the synthesizer stuff that you hear came from my magical synthesizer that is right now not even in the repair shop. It's literally just boxed up. It's very sadly not functioning right now. Let's go into, wish there was less dog barking right now, a song that is called Under Extreme Duress. It's a song number 2 on the album, and it is song, again, 72 if you're following the master playlist. Let's put on some music. I want you to hear the whole ending. I was gonna chop it off early, but it has an awesome ending. I was just going to play part of that song and it got going and I liked it so much I kept it going. Really, really, really love that song. So I usually put some of my favorite ones as the first songs on an album, Under Extreme Duress. Really, really strong. And you can hear what I'm talking about with that synthesizer. It really like laser intensity. Maybe that's the word for it. Intense. And I use my magical, wonderful synthesizer in order to be able to play that expressively. So I want to get across to you like using digital artistry. Oh, Conscious is saying, glad you did. And also, who is saying about sun gazing? That's Juan Pedro. I says, I'm using this song while sun gazing. I'm so pleased to hear that. I absolutely use music while I'm sun gazing as part of the overall sensory experience of it. Again, the sun comes right in through my window there in the morning, and sometimes I'm drinking my coffee and I have on awesome music and the sun is blazing right here into me and I feel like I'm being filled with so much light, so much beautiful, like divine love, inspiration. I've totally encouraged people to use my music for their their own, what you would call it, like consciousness cultivation, meditations, exercise, dance, everything. So yeah, so that song in particular, really strong, really enjoy watching and listening to it, using it for my own particular inspiration and to get me going. And then I'll go through some of these, but I won't play the whole thing for all of them. But you know what? So I really like, of course I have favorites on my own album. So Under Extreme Duress is definitely a real favorite. Boomerang and The Rectifier, both real favorites. And I was telling you, originally, well, yeah, I was going to call this album just Boomerang. First, I was going to call it just The Rectifier. But then when I moved back here to Ojai, my feeling state changed and I felt a little bit different about what I wanted to call it. And then I wanted to call it Boomerang. But another band that's named Aurora from the Netherlands, or Norway, I'm sorry, had already chosen to make an album. So I said, I'm going to call it The Rectifier. But then also I listened to that Facebook Live that I did from 2 years ago when I talked about the rectifier, the rectification, flying rainbow lasagna, not a weapon of war, even though we're in a frequency war, but that this is a frequency food, something that uplifts you, brings you towards your greatness, and that the rectifier is a peaceful activity. Again, not, I come here with art and music as a peaceful interdimensional warrior. That it really, I think, if I'm able to articulate, like, I don't know if you can tell, sometimes I have a little bit of a challenge connecting my brain to my mouth, but I definitely have a lot inside that I'm trying to say. And so a lot of what I'm saying here, Cheeky wants some attention, a lot of what I'm saying here is beyond what I can even put into words and articulate. Here, let me tilt down a little bit. Cheeky needs some love and attention. Let's everybody give Cheeky some love and attention. She needs to be part of this too. Hi, hi. Hi, yeah, a lot of this music is beyond what I can put into words easily, and that there is so much that is there, and that a lot of it is about like keeping going sometimes under difficult conditions, or staying inspired or staying divinely connected. But again, inspiring others through art and music, not some kind of whatever, like, like violence or projectiles flying through the air or something like that. So I'm hugging Cheeky just a few seconds longer, everybody. You can tell she needs some hugs. But let me go through some of my favorite songs and I'll play you snippets of what's going on. Again, sorry if you hear any background noise. Sorry, but Cheeky loves to be part of everything. She needs some good hugs right now. I want to be able to play for you. The last song is really, again, I start strong on these albums and I end strong on these albums. The last song, let me tilt my cameras back up, is again one of my absolute favorites and something that I've been listening to and getting a lot of inspiration from. Yeah, they need to quiet down there. Wish I could just pause things and shout, please be quiet down there. Okay, and also thank you to everybody who's watching my video and thank you to everybody who shares it. So Boomerang is really awesome and I do a lot of dancing with that one for me. I don't know if you can actually see me on camera here right now. And then, oh my goodness, Reconnection, really beautiful song. I listen to that one a lot when I am out under the stars. Hold on a second. Go outside because now I live someplace where I can see the stars again. And I look at what's going on out there in the night sky, and I put on my headphones and I look and see what's happening and feel it. Reconnection is a really good song that I do for that one. So that one is, let me just count what number we are on. That is number 11, and then Place of Infinite Value, Home. That is really what I feel like. That if I share with you that openly, moving back to Ojai was definitely miraculous for me in terms of going off on like a divergent timeline and then getting back onto my optimum timeline of where I'm truly supposed to be and what I feel like I'm truly supposed to be doing, and even the person and the feeling state that I feel like I truly am. So even though I wrote a lot of these songs when I was living in other places, just coming back here and then putting it together as an album, I'm feeling infinite levels of gratitude and infinite levels of appreciation for my home where I live. So let me go through some of these and give you a little bit bit of a taste of some of these other songs. And of course, if I read something in the comments, I might leave it playing longer if you really want me to. But, go to Bandcamp and listen with your best speakers, your best headphones. So how can you find me on Bandcamp? If you go to bandcamp.com, well, first of all, you can just go to auroraflyingrainbowlasagna.bandcamp.com and you'll find me. And I'll, again, share all these links in the comments. But if you don't know, blah, 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 just do an internet search for Bandcamp. Go there, and then you can put in Aurora Flying Rainbow Lasagna, and you will find me, okay? And you'll find this good. Beyond Being Human. Hi! It says, hi, Aurora. Good to see you here. And I hear you. Great. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you're connecting with me. So let me play some of Boomerang, the eponymous song off of this album. It's another really good, strong song. Let me put this on for us. Yes, it's really good. Oh my goodness, I love this song. Turning it up. Watch your headphones. Yeah. Gonna turn it down a little bit. There we go. We're fading out on Boomerang. Such a good song. Thank you. Thank you so much. You can tell Cheeky needs a little bit of hugs and reassurances. She's actually fine with the levels of the music, but she also might hear that someone else is barking downstairs. I think you can tell why, like, that one is such a wonderful, awesome, energizing song. Really good. Like, I listen to this music all the time, and sometimes I listen to music that is like my own music that is a bit more peaceful and a bit more you know, like floating softly. But sometimes I need music that is like strong, energizing music, very inspiring. Cheeky's got something to say down here. Should we give Cheeky a cookie? Let's hold on the music for a second. Does everybody vote? Cheeky gets a cookie. Everybody votes for that? Hold on a second. Let's get it. I have him right over here. And actually, I don't know if he's watching tonight, but we got to say a special thank you to our friend Charlie B, who sent us a care package with these wonderful dog cookies in them for Cheeky, and is so wonderfully thoughtful to do that for us. So, okay, Cheeky has assembled down here. Let's do it. I'm going to tilt it down so that everyone can see. Cheeky, in the video, getting your cookie. Are you ready? Come on over here. I know you guys can see. Come here. Come here. This way. There. Oh, now she's in her spot. Here we go. Cheeky is such a big part of my artistic life. She's here watching and listening at all times. She's a total sweetheart. Total sweetheart. Aw, she deserves all the praise. She really does. But she also can't have all the cookies at once. We gotta dole them out a little at a time. All right. Thank you. You can have one more. That's it. And then that's it. That's it. That's a lot for a little dog. All right. That's it, everybody. That's Cheeky. Thank you for being in the video, girl. All right. She's super. Yes, Cheeky has been with me on all of my amazing experiences over the past several years. S says, love you, Aurora. Love received. Love right back to you. Thank you. Thank you very much for connecting with me. Truly appreciate it. No problem. You got it. A-U-R-O-R-A. Thank you. Thank you very much, truly. I'm very sincere when I say how much it means to me to connect the people that know me, know my teachings, know what I share, know my artwork. Very, very, very grateful to be able to share my music and my ideas with all of you. Want to share, how about this one? Because I think this one is just a really, like I said, it's one of my favorite ones. It's the last one that's on the album. I'm going a little bit out of order, but don't worry. This one is called Place of Infinite Value, Home. And I'm going to turn it up a little bit so that you can really hear it. But when you hear the synthesizer in this, I hope that you will really hear, like, there's this much inside of me. Like, there's this much inside of me. I don't even know how to put it into English articulation words, but so much gratitude, love, connection, and emotion. Just let me play the song. I'm going to turn it up for you. Hold on. Changing my audio settings over here. So just mind your earbuds. Everyone, hold on a second. Cheeky wants more cookies, but she can't have it. So this one is song number 13 on the album, and it's number 29 from the master playlist. I wrote it on 3/7/22. It's called Place of Infinite Value, Home. Gonna fade out on this song. So someone over here, let me just get your name right, and thank you for being here, says, just trying to get these comments up. This is Serena Delmar. Hello, welcome for being here. This is right on. Seems like you're having fun here. She says, do I know you from a tinfoil hat? Sam Tripoli, yes. So yes, I did tinfoil hat several years ago. And I'm so pleased that I was able to do that. Spoke about a lot of important topics there. So I'm very happy that you've been able to follow me for so long. I think that was maybe even 2 years ago. Okay, just gonna end out on that so that you can hear. So that was Place of Infinite Value Home. Let's just finish out our little listening party with some more hugging of Cheeky, because she is down here crying out for hugs. She's like, please hug me, I'm right here. Yeah, so many beautiful personal favorites on this album. Cheeky, you can't have all the cookies. She might just want to have extra cookies tonight. So many personal favorites on this album. I write my music in order to express a lot of things that just I really don't have a way of sharing or expressing, and also as a way of connecting literally with my otherworldly form of self, which is just a pure waveform. And I hope you can hear, like I put so much feeling, energy, nonverbal presence into the synthesizer work that I do, into these compositions. There's so much there, and also it is very listenable. It's also, most of my stuff has not lyrics, like of course there's voiceover in the first song of this album, but most of it does not have lyrics, none of it is objectionable, so it's things that you can put on while you're doing other activities or have other people around. Definitely play it for your children, play it for your unborn children in the womb. I know someone who's gestating a beautiful, beautiful pregnancy right now. It's like, I hope it goes into your baby's amniotic fluid and they're here while they're in the womb. Truly I do. Because I think it would be positive and good to be able to hear that and be like, wow, like that's what's going on Earth, in the place where I'm going to be born. Yeah, so this album, just again, for anybody who's tuning in, it's called Boomerang the Rectifier. I am Aurora, even though most of you are already beautiful friends who already are beautiful friends who already know me at this point. But this is reintroducing for anyone who might be just tuning in now, as I'm just about to sign off. But thank you so much for being with this listening party for me. Thank you so much for hugging and appreciating Cheeky in all of her super cheekiness over here. And please do go and find my album, which is right now on Bandcamp. Soon will be on other places like iTunes and Spotify. Yes, it helps me out immensely. If you go to Spotify and you check me out as an artist, or you look for my album like Birth of the Flying Rainbow Lasagna, yes, it helps me out so much if you stream my music, if you listen on places like YouTube, Pandora, any of these streaming services. Please do listen and share my music with your friends and help me to reach more people. Definitely would appreciate that so much. So for right now, this album is on my Bandcamp, and today is Bandcamp Friday, at least for another couple of hours out here in California. So if you were thinking of getting the album or getting anything from me, it's an excellent day to do it. Shamelessly promoting my work as I do this right here, but this is why I do it also, in order to be able to continue to do more creative projects and get that synthesizer fixed. So thank you very much. I am absolutely so overjoyed here. I have to stand up to be able to read these comments. So happy. Every time I release an album, it is like putting like a baby. It is like having a baby. Let me see what you're saying over here. It's so exact. Juan Pedro, thank you for being here. It says, love the lasagna, and this feels like dessert. I am so happy to make you. I make super healthy desserts. I hope you know, like good stuff that might be whatever, sweetened with fruit juice and positive ingredients. So thank you so much for being here and for being such a long-term lover of all things lasagna. And let me also give a shout out to S. Yes. Yes. Oh, a special lime dessert. Maybe that's what he was saying. This feels lime dessert. Maybe a special lime dessert. Oh, and Conscious Evolution says, love my dress. Thank you so much. You know, I felt a little bit like I wish that I had something that was new and special to be able to wear for you, because you might have seen this already. But this dress is in my Etsy shop. I actually designed it several years ago from a painting that I already completed, that I'm working on this series right now called Claire Symphony. So the dress is there, but you know what else? So if you check out the album cover for Boomerang, I have fabric that is made from the album cover, because I do my own fabric design from a painting. So I just don't have a dress to wear for this party right now, but I have beautiful, good stuff that's going up in my Etsy shop now. So please stay tuned. Stay tuned for Spotify and Apple Music. I'm going to go hug Cheeky in a minute. Stay tuned for new stuff in my Etsy shop and this dress that is still in style from a couple of years ago. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Serena Delmar says, the dress is great. Thanks for the live. Thank you for showing up to my live. Thank you for my listening party. Thank you for celebrating my music with me. Thank you for celebrating life. Life is a beautiful gift. Thank you for living it in your own lives, for your own unique contributions to everything that you are doing in your lives. Thank you for tuning in and connecting with me and for my music. I have to go hug Cheeky right now. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Signing off for right now.